Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick video on tortillas since it's a question we're always hearing. What size tortillas? What tortillas do I use? So generally there's two kinds of tortillas, corn tortillas and flour tortillas, like a wheat flour, or you can get a gluten-free one that's maybe a brown rice based. And they're pretty much used in two different ways. So anything with a corn tortilla is usually for a Mexican dish that's not a burrito, like tacos or nachos. Pretty much that's the only time we're going to call for corn tortillas. And we usually say right in the recipe whether it's a corn tortilla or like a flour tortilla or a wrap. So the flour tortillas are for burritos, but they're also for like wraps and stuff like that. And you don't necessarily want to interchange them, but if you're in a pinch, you probably could. But I'm going to show you what they look like in all their different sizes. So first are corn tortillas, and these are Mission ones that I have been able to find in every supermarket. So they're Mission, and they're pretty small little guys. You can see, like in comparison to my hand, it's about the size of my palm. And this is the pretty standard size. I bought another brand today, and they're almost identical in terms of the size. And they're about 40 calories a piece. I have found these little itty-bitty teeny ones, these baby ones. I only find them here in California, and I think it's because a lot of Mexican taco trucks use them to make their tacos. And you can see that it's just a little bit smaller than the normal one. A little bit, but you probably won't have access to these, and that's fine because these ones are great. This is what we use when we like calculate and like plate stuff. And then there's the flour tortillas. So here's a flour tortilla. And flour tortillas are about the size of both my hands. Like you can see when I'm holding it, it pretty much covers both of my hands. And so this is what you would want to use for like a burrito or a wrap or anything like that. And this is a pretty standard size. I see this size almost everywhere. There are some bigger ones for like really big burritos, and Ezekiel, which I have here, is bigger, but this is kind of like a standard size. So Ezekiel, as you can see, is much bigger. It completely covers all of my hands, completely covers my fingers. You can't see anything. I'm just sort of do a comparison. You can see it's a lot bigger, and it's especially a lot bigger than our corn tortilla buddy. Like, check this. Yeah, it's a lot different. So this is a lot bigger, and they do make flour ones this size too. It's just a bigger one. It's a little bit more calories. These guys are usually about 90 to 110 calories, and these bigger ones are usually like 120 to 150. Ezekiel's the highest at 150 because it has sesame seeds in it, but that's sort of the general for how they are. You can just sort of, I'll just like line them all up so real quick so you can see the different sizes. So there's your tortillas. And the nice thing is you can usually have two of these for every one of these. So sometimes if you do want to switch for more bulk, this is a good way to do it. But these are our tortillas, and my last note would be on storage. I like to buy them and then put them in my freezer, and I only pull one out as I need it. And what I do is I wrap it in a moist paper towel and I microwave it just for a little bit, like 10 seconds or less, and so then it's really nice and pliable. But I find if I leave them out on the counter, and especially if I store them in my fridge, they really dry out and get crumbly and crack, which is never fun with a tortilla. So I hope this video helps you and you have less stress and you understand how to use tortillas a little bit better.